Svetlana from Cosplay, and as you maybe noticed, we actually spontaneously moved this year to Portugal because the weather in Germany is so we actually built up everything completely from the ground. We packed everything in Germany, put it into a lot of boxes, actually also made a YouTube video about that, and rebuilt here everything as a brand new workshop in paradise. And by the way, it's actually 20 degrees outside, it's sunny, it's wonderful, amazing, and no snow at all. I love it. So today I'm finally giving you a proper workshop tour now that the year is almost over, and show you all the cool pretty rooms and things and like all the stuff what we built up here. So this is the working table, you know, from all our YouTube videos, and like this is my blue cutting mat with like old battle damage. But as you can see, we're actually working always with mostly with standing tables because they're actually really nice to burn calories. Like at some very busy crafty day, I'm running around like for 15 kilometers somehow. I have no idea, but like this allows me to eat more mochi and getting fat without getting fat and still making like sexy armor bikinis, and I love it. And I don't get back pain as well. And like as you can see here, we also still have like some really nice fancy studio lights because proper lights are very important for social media. Like when we actually moved in here, we also installed like all those extra fancy lights, and they don't look just pretty, but they're also really useful for proper lighting for social media, and I love it. And Benny is actually sitting here and usually is doing like his 3D printing stuff, like sitting on the laptop doing like 3D models and like patterns and like book layouts and everything like taxes and emails, and I'm sometimes just standing there pretending I'm doing work as well. And behind that, I have my pretty YouTube background by my books, by the way. And yeah, there are basically some really strong colors, and I really love them because they can hold my really heavy Monster Hunter resin statues and like those really heavy ones from Horizon Zero Dawn from Prime 1. And I think this is like just alone like 150 kilograms or whatever. But yeah, I also collect a lot of other statues. For example, Benny sometimes says, oh no, we don't have any space, but we have perfectly space for this really pretty Ning Wang, or like this Fonda jar from Horizon Zero Dawn. And yeah, I'm basically just collecting like all that stuff over the years, like my favorite things I built and bought and everything. And there's Pepe. And here I also have like cosplay crafting books, also tutorial books and like crafting books from my friends and everything. And here in the background is also my corner of shame for things that are just too big, but I really had to build. So this is my favorite area because it actually proves that Benny was wrong with so many things. So for example, when I started building those crazy EVA foam armor projects, for example like this Sinogre, and Benny was like, oh no, but these costumes are so big, where shall you store them? So I actually got like some mannequins and put those costumes on. So here's the Sinogre and the bone armor and the Gigante and Valkyrie, and it looks like really cool and really awesome. And I have more space to put more costumes into other boxes. And in addition to that, we have also like this gray photo background here as well. And sometimes when I want to do like photo shoots, we just put everything to the side, and then I don't need to go out. So I just dress up here, and then we roll everything out, and then we do some photos, and Benny is replacing the background and looks really awesome, and he's doing like his weird CGI stuff. And like sometimes I'm like in the desert, sometimes I'm like in Leo or wherever, and it always looks awesome, and I love it. And we even have a green screen, right? We have a green screen, and then Benny's doing like even more weird things. And I don't like dressing up outside, so we're doing this here inside, and this is awesome and it looks cool. Yes. This space is absolutely perfect for cuddling corgis. It's very corgi approved. Fine. So it's fine. And like sometimes I'm actually cutting fabrics here and like cutting foam and cutting more fabrics. And sometimes when I'm really sad and something doesn't work out, I'm just laying on the floor and cry and want to die. See? Perfect for crying and rolling around. Yay! Isn't that amazing? So And you can also see here like boxes like full of stuff. This is actually materials and tools I collected over like the last 20 years of cosplay, and I keep everything like really nice and tidy. Like I want to keep this place like really pretty, and so everything is actually placed like in translucent boxes. Like here I have like my hair stuff and my electronic stuff, like my other stuff, and like so much stuff. And so it's actually really handy because like if I want to finish a costume at 2 a.m. before the convention, I find everything really quickly. Yay! So, and this is my prop wall. My prop wall got a little bit smaller than it was from Germany, but as you can see, it still looks absolutely amazing. Here I have like all my favorite props, which I and Benny made in the past. And actually, if you might wonder, and I know you will ask that, these are actually metal grids for crawling plants, which are like attached here, and like the props are attached with zip ties. Very, very nice. I actually gave away some of my costumes, but I kept, for example, my favorite, like Brigitte's shield, and like I still have like my really nice and actually really old props. Like this one is like I think from 2016, but it looks awesome. And the thing is, like this workshop is actually a little bit smaller than it was in Germany. So Benny doubted that we would have enough of space for props. So I found a solution. I just cover every single wall here with props. So I have like props here, you know, and then I have like also props there, and there's also props, and the best, I still have 3 walls. So at some point maybe I'm also placing their props in there, like everywhere. Well, and this is basically my multifunctional area, because in Germany I actually had like separate stations where I could like sew and like Dremel and do patterns, like stream and everything. But since this workshop is a little bit smaller than the old one, I had to squish everything together. So here's actually now my sewing machine, and sometimes I'm just putting the sewing machine away and Dremeling instead. I also have like this dust sucky vacuum thing. I have here my streaming station as well, and in addition to that, if I need even more space, I also have like this foldable crafting table, really useful as well, which I just put there, and then I'm doing patterns and sewing and all that stuff. And the best of all this is actually the ocean view from my sewing machine. And to keep also my fabrics really well organized, I have like this storage. This is actually still from IKEA, and I totally think they should pay me for this video. But yeah, it's actually really useful because I'm using here like those fabric samples on all those boxes, and that's basically the fabrics that are inside, so I can find everything super quick and check if I have like this or that fabric and if I still need to buy more things. And yeah, really useful, really handy, recommended for every cosplayer. Just put your samples outside your boxes and then you can find everything instantly. And here, this is like my whole proudity of my whole workshop. My still not dead Monstera, still alive, really good. And here is Zelda's favorite place where she just sleeps and just being cute the whole day. So cute. Well, and this was our pretty workshop, like where we do like all our YouTube videos and like the cool videos and everything. But you might wonder, where are actually all the costumes? Where are more props? Where are the heavy tools? So, time to show you more. Follow me! Well, and now that we left the workshop, the light is actually not so pretty anymore, and we're actually now in the kitchen. But I'm not going to show you the kitchen because I hate cooking and it traumatizes me and it's ugly. So instead, I'm going to show you an ex-poop house. Because here in Portugal, people are for some reason obsessed with toilets, and this one is not a toilet anymore, but a cosplay storage room. So, as you can see, it's full of boxes, and this is not a poopy house, but I'm still storaging all my shit here, like the barbarian, and Fanny's constantly laughing while filming. But it's not funny, it's actually useful. I love all the shelves and boxes and it's wonderful, and at some point it will be full and I will love it, and Benny will say, oh no, stop crafting, but I never will. Ha. Next on, we are going to the second workshop. Yes, we not only have one, but two workshops. Welcome to Benny's Cave. Well, and sometimes Benny spends like days and weeks and months just here in this room. And as said, like in Germany, we originally had like one big workshop, and now we have like two smaller ones. So we tried to squish everything as tiny as possible into just this room, and everything had to be like super organized. So you can see here, like this is Benny's workbench, and we actually had a far bigger workbench in Germany, but it has to do the job. And Benny usually just sits there and stands forever here. Here we have like also an iPad, because like if you're just stuck there and can't go outside, it's kind of sad. So at least he tries to entertain himself with like silly YouTube videos. And yeah, the rest, however, is actually still IKEA. As said, I want to get paid by IKEA for this video. But yeah, I try to be like really prepared, because we're literally sitting on a tiny island, and like shipping times take forever. Like sometimes I have to wait like for 2 months for something. So I try to get as much as possible in this room. And here are like, for example, all my PVC pipes for my props. I have like foam bubbles and wobbler and like thermoplastics and more foam. And yeah, we also have like all our most important tools, which we already used in Germany. For example, we have like here the Anycubic resin printer and like also a curing machine. We have like here a ton of paper, like a ton of different working mats. And also very useful for cosplay, by the way, is a free paper printer. We use it for all our props, and it is amazing to make like all the patterns and everything. And here is foam. I like foam. I love foam. And I love especially LED foam, so I can light up everything. And as you can see, I'm prepared for all the foam projects. It is awesome. Thank you so much, Cosplay Shop BE. I love it. And behind me is, as you already saw, the door, so we can close the door and all the stinky stuff stays inside. Really useful. And here on the other side, here are actually all our other 3D printers. Like for example, we have like an Anycubic, and we have like 2 sword tracks and 200 machines. Like all of them are running the whole time, because like sometimes we have to make like a costume like in 2 weeks, and then we need to work fast. Like the necromancer, for example, it was a little bit crazy, but yeah, thanks to that, we can finish our stuff in time. Love 3D printers, really useful. And also another favorite tool we have is like the laser cutter from Flux. So obviously I can cut everything by hand, but like if you have no time to even sleep and get some rest, we can use actually the laser cutter. So it cuts the fabric and like foam and like vinyl and everything. Really nice and really useful. And I think Benny should actually make a tutorial video about how to work with laser cutters. What do you think? Write me in the comments down below. And yeah, here's like more stuff. We have like here more stuff. Everywhere is like more stuff. And the final part is actually our spray booth, which I think is actually really pretty, especially because this one is actually also an IKEA closet. So we cut in like a hole here. Here's like a filter, and we have an extractor fan just here. So like there's a hose, and then the hose goes outside. We open the door and everything gets sucked out, and the rest of the workshop, the rest of the apartment stays pretty and clean and won't be stinky at all. And these were all our crafty rooms, but I thought I'm going to show you a little bit more, like for example our fancy living room. So follow me. See, we had the absolutely genius idea to get like a black sofa for white corgi hair, because we appreciate the corgi hair so much. and love Zelda and Mina so much that we want to show them just everywhere. But yeah, this is basically our relaxing area, the relaxing area for Zelda as well. And we have here like a giant projector with a far too small projector screen, I would say. But we are collecting movies and video games. I clearly need more statues, very important. And to be honest with you though, I'm not really satisfied with this room. I think something is missing, like this background is like completely empty. I don't know if I need like more props and like more costumes or more statues. No idea. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, because something needs to be done here. But yeah, I really hope you appreciate this little insight in our private life. But now let's back to the workshop. Hope you enjoyed this workshop tour, and if you're curious, this is actually our third workshop we built up, and we did another tour with the one in Germany with Zelda as a tour guide, so check this video out as well. And also please leave me a comment down below if you have some suggestions on what you would actually do differently. And yeah, other than that, as always, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Also join the Corgi Squad and write down Corgi in the comments to support us with the YouTube algorithm. And finally, if you actually want to see why we moved specifically to this place, to Madeira, please watch the end of this video. And other than that, see you next time. Bye bye.